till I die.
Welcome to episode 12.
Yeah, we got a big week. Really a special guest. We got a newcomer coming in. Should be a fun show. A lot of birthdays this week.
Yep.
Corey,
Yep.
starting off the week with a birthday. Dilks, Isaac.
Yeah, Dokes and Isaac both the same day.
Yeah.
Only 218 members have a birthday on the same day. Fun fact.
Incredible. You guys should share a moment together.
Andrew Wheeler, thanks for being the guest host of episode 12.
Great to be here.
Thanks.
My second time back
Welcome
on
to have
set. Maybe a couple other times. Always
Yep.
a weird time. It's always great. I love it.
First time hosting, no. The last time you were a guest.
First time as a guest host.
You've been
What
on
an
a
honor.
commercial, a guest, and now a host.
I love it.
I
It's
love it.
great. Good
One
to
of-
be here.
One of the finest orators of our generation.
That's a great word.
That really is. Wow. Look that up.
Word of the day. Word of the day. Good to be here.
One of the finest orators of our generation. Big recap of our events from last weekend. Basketball events, free throws, three-point
Ooh.
contest.
Wow.
That was an amazing show. A lot of good performances out there.
Let's go to a quick clip of the top 4 of this past weekend event. Ryan Redding pulls off the three-peat, the third member ever to three-peat in an event.
Welcome to the club, Reading.
What a sweet stroke is that.
Oh, that was such a battle. Him and Cody there at the end. He almost had a shot. He had the last second shot. Yeah, I'm good. To take down 2 tournaments in your first weekend.
Yeah, could be up for an award maybe end of season. Maybe best performance or surprise performance or fun performance. I don't know. Maybe we'll make a new category.
Surprise?
for it.
Yeah.
Surprise. I was surprised.
Yeah, I think
Good stroke.
he was kind of favored though. Last episode, a lot of people talked Cody up a lot more than what I was aware of. Cade picked him to win.
Kate knew all about his basketball
Yeah.
prowess. That free throw shot. I mean, that was just actually incredible. He went 14 of 15 to close it out. Missed his last one
yes.
to go perfect.
Never have we had a perfect
He went first. He
best championship performance, maybe.
Yeah, that was dominating. It was pretty incredible.
It truly was. I did a little research, looked at the stats. His 14 out of 15 was a 93% free throw percentage clip. That's 2 percentage points better than Dirk Nowitzki, leading the NBA. Incredible. And then back to Redding, shooting 3-pointers. 18 of 25, that's 72%. That's 8% better than the NBA leader, Kyle Korver. Mind-blowing that we have these athletes in the 2-1-8, but it's
I know
impressive.
Both from Central Iowa, though. That's impressive
they're
as well.
All sweet shooting white boys, that's for sure.
That's what I was known for.
They are.
Very close though. Definitely puts him up there for Rookie of the Year as well. That was a very impressive showing.
Yeah, he's getting into the thick of it. Joey A is also up there as well with finishing second in a major. That's pretty impressive. I think Isaac, Chance, they got some events coming up that they might shine in, but it's not looking close now.
We'll pull in Cody here in a little bit, but a quick rundown of the billiards top 4. Justin Constable comes back to beat you in the championship. Sean, this is yours to lose.
Yeah, it was. I ran the bracket. Don't know how. I played okay. I didn't think I was playing very well at all, but managed to squeak out a bunch of games. Constable, buzzsaw. He didn't leave any shots on the table. Just played a lot of good defense, making me shoot long shots. I don't like shooting long shots, so.
It's a good strategy there.
Yeah, that's true.
Chess match.
Which is also good because Constable, he might have got a little trouble with the misses that night. They kind of went back and forth. Felt bad for him too because he was supposed to be in a lot earlier than that.
And his back could be sore from the couch.
Hey, he's gonna be staring at a nice, beautiful trophy, so it's not that bad.
Yep. Well, Sean, you still got second place. I got third. You actually knocked me out the first round. Congrats to you. Andrew, you also had an impressive showing, but you did not place.
Yeah, good run. I went 0-2 in prelims, so I had a tough draw, but caused some ruckus.
Yes.
Knocked off a few good players. Tried fucking up that side of the bracket.
Yeah.
Was able to, but
Made a big dent.
didn't place, but had a good evening.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Real quick, let's talk a little bit about this upcoming softball season for 218. It looks like we're going to go with Altoona again. We got to put up with Bill for another year. So that's going to be a Monday nights, I think starting at the end of... so, yeah, if you're looking to get on the team or as an alternate or a sub, let me know.
There'll probably be a schedule ready after the second week of the season. That's when Bill generally gets those out, so if you want to schedule, fucking wait for it. We're looking good. I think we're everyone's in their prime. Kyle, slimming down, hitting the gym.
Yeah, he has been. He's been hitting the treadmill. I saw him the other day.
He's upset about that one air that he had last year.
Yeah. Did it cost an MVP the entire year?
It did. That one air that he had.
Yeah.
He says he had 0, but
He does.
I'm pretty sure Pete put one in there.
I think Pete doesn't count errors, guys.
He doesn't.
We got to get some new softballs though, so that's going to be a bigger cost this year. We're going to look into a sponsorship. What's this going to happen? We going to have cake stand or?
We could. If we wanted to do that, I could definitely ask. They actually gave us back the money we put down
Excellent.
to rent the place. So they actually gave it back. They're like, actually, you guys brought in a ton of business. You guys can keep it, or you guys can have a keg, and we'll throw a party for you. So,
Wow.
Wow.
pretty nice people. I thought that was a pretty nice move of them.
Okay.
Don't tell him you're a Cowboys fan.
Ooh. You guys both, the two Cowboys fans, you got crushed by her.
But great facility.
Yeah.
There's always talk of Casey's. I don't know if that's still a thing. That's always been thrown around.
Is it?
That'd be really sweet if we got Casey's.
Deep pockets at Casey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe get some new
Resources.
jerseys.
Yeah. A couple new cars.
The hats are also in $26.
Thought they were 25.
No, well, they were 21.8 plus $4.20 processing fee from the commercial.
Kyle's not gonna be happy. But speaking of Kyle, I mean, I think he's got another shot. Maybe go grab himself another MVP. He's the only person to win it twice. But we've had Cade and Agnes leaving Kyle trophyless for MVP last year.
Oof.
Who do you have early MVP talk?
Yeah, Mikey still hasn't won it. He's a good player, but he still hasn't won it, which is kind of surprising to me. I think if Cade plays, Cade's going to take it
Yeah.
for the summer.
Maybe Gabe, if he plays, he steps up.
Yeah.
Maybe if he was dedicated like Kyle, worked on trimming down, I think Gabe could just be incredible. He's suspect a little bit out there with his glove, but maybe Brian as well. He just brings the heart.
I know. Yeah. Lost to Kyle by one vote in the first year.
Yeah. An honorable loss he took for MVP that year.
Yeah. He was the tie-breaking vote. Was Brian Rocco?
Could have voted for himself.
He did. He picked Kyle up right. Wheeler, you think you're going to play it all this year?
Yeah.
Be an alternate or
I'll
sub?
play a little bit.
Okay.
Middle infield,
Dust that jersey off.
right side of the infield. Yeah, wear the jersey, run around a little bit. Looking forward to it.
How's the bat looking?
Probably about the same as last year, so poor to average. But you're going to get full effort with me. You're not
That's
gonna-
true.
It's
always a
going to
fun
see any
time.
Mikey Johnson defense there, lackadaisical out there. I'm going to be running hard.
All about that Ryan Mason
and
hustle.
try to get it. No, but those guys split gaps. I'll just try to get on base. Let the power hitters drive me in. We've got those.
All right. I'm looking forward to it.
So am I. Should be fun.
Let's go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back with Cody Peterson, our three-point champion.
Great.
So, you want to be a champion? Well, it's time to take your game to the next level. Be a winner? You need to start thinking like a winner. No, I don't mean that. I'm talking something that will instill greatness. Something that will pump excellency throughout your veins. Something that will make your competition quiver at the very thought of you. You think bathing in this will work? That's cute. Wearing that won't help. Shooting up with that isn't gonna do it. No, what you need is something bold. Something powerful. Something interior. Something that reflects who you are. For real men with thick beards and sheer awesomeness. Envision gold. Gold.
$2.18 gold! Drink like a champion.
I think we can all raise our glasses to that delightful 218 beer commercial. I hope you enjoyed it.
Look delicious.
Cody Peterson, welcome. Thanks for being on the show. Here is a 218. Okay.
I just wanted to look like I had a pen, so I grabbed it.
You get to keep that one.
The Chinese bandit.
But honest.
Congratulations, you won free throw, finished
Right.
second in 3-point.
I knew it was an event coming in that I could probably get some points on, so I was glad to at least get, win, obviously, but then also score some points in 3-point and take care of both.
Very impressive. Your championship performance is an award nominee already. And best championship performance, you went 14 for 14. Just missed that last one to be a perfect 15.
Yeah, I could feel the eyes starting to come in on me when I got to probably about 10. And I got to 14, maybe got a little too cocky. And I think 15 might have been good enough to, have a real shot at winning that award, but, I can't complain with the championship.
Absolutely not. You also had a shot to win 3-point to take down Ryan Redding. You scored the second to last shot to tie it. Game-winning shot. Tank right off to the edge of it.
Back rim, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, in and
Big
out.
double, yeah.
In and out. And usually you can kind of feel when it comes off your hand whether it's going to go in or not. Had the right trajectory, felt good. I was ready for the walk-off.
That
would've been something.
That would have been clutch.
So a little heartbreaking, and then Redding took care of business in the shootout.
He sure did. Yeah, you went 4 for 4. Maybe missed his last one.
I think he missed maybe his third one, but
Oh, fair enough.
Firing a bunch of them. Were you tired?
Yeah.
To get the stroke
Yeah,
ready
his
again.
arms don't
for the
look like they
shoot-off.
get tired.
I felt the nerves. Is really where I was at. I really did.
Wow.
I was really surprised I actually even came back to tie it because once I missed the first 2 on the
Yeah.
baseline, I don't like baseline threes.
I don't like it either.
So to have 5 to try to tie, I was happy to get those 3 just to tie it. So
Plus finishing in that corner, the rim was a little bit higher in that
Yeah.
corner compared to the other one.
yep,
They
that's the,
really put some mark on it in that corner.
Conspiracy theory?
Well, I want to point out, Mikey predicted that he would, he guaranteed that he would win a knockout game in basketball. Did he win that only game? Does anybody know?
We ended up playing 2.
Yeah,
I thought.
There's one with kids.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Cody won that one. Congratulations on another match.
I bullied some
Stuff the dude. Stuff some 12-year-old kid.
He was trying to.
He threw one off the backboard, did not actually shoot it. He said you can't just throw it off the backboard and swatted that dude shit out there.
I taught
Knocked
my
down
lesson.
the 3.
And also, Cade said Redding wouldn't finish in the top 2 of 3. You were wrong. Ryan Redding actually won it.
Welcome to the club, Redding. Pretty impressive. Joining Nick and I as the only 3 people now to win an event 3 times in a row.
He doesn't get rushed. He takes his time.
He does.
He's got pretty consistent strokes. The set shot, straight up.
What do you? What would you think? I really want to get some racks. I want it timed. If we got 3 racks, you shoot from the first rack. Boom, boom, boom. You just need 15 balls.
I don't know about
Swing it
racks.
around.
You just need rebounders to kick them back and re-rack the
Right,
next
you just-
one ahead of them.
You got
Yeah,
2 or
right
3 really focused rebounders that are willing to
But that's a
hustle
lot
bit.
going on.
You can do it. I think time would be good.
Yeah, I agree. That would
I
be
think
cool.
that may put Redding at a disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah, it could,
It would speed
for
us
sure.
up, probably,
Yeah.
right?
What
Yeah,
about
I mean,
a different colored
you-
ball at the end for a money ball?
Ooh,
Money balls is
Money
always.
balls.
We're going to buy new balls. You might as well buy a money ball.
Yeah, and if we get crazy with them, we might have to rent out. make sure we have the court instead of.
I think we can. If we can save money in the billiards event, we can actually rent out the campus for like $150 for a couple hours.
Or, I think there's one guy that can just go, hey, Dad.
It's important, Rhino.
Come on, Ryan. Give your dad a high five once in a while.
I love you, Dad.
Very impressive. Billiards, you kind of surprised me. You did a little bit better than I thought. You took down a few big names.
Yeah, I came out in preliminary rounds and scored 2 wins right off the bat. So I was feeling pretty good.
Top seed.
I usually get going as I drink a little more. That might be a myth, but I
I think
into
that
it.
works for 90% of
I
players.
completely buy into it. But I'm not even sure who I lost to in the end.
Lost to Andrew Wheeler.
Wheeler.
Oh, Wheeler knocked him out.
Wheeler, always playing spoiler.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
You hit an amazing shot on the 8-ball, just like
Fucking
120
up,
miles an hour. It was your only chance at making it, and you
I do
drove.
remember that.
So, I got to give you credit there.
The yellow one ball sitting right there. Got right into it.
But yeah, I thought I had a real chance of scoring some points after the first 2. But
Good weekend.
High weekend. And
Yeah. Big.
it's very impressive.
218 in general. Overall, what do you think about it? How?
Well, I'd been to some events announced for Beer Olympics last summer.
Yes.
And then was also present for the Christmas party. So I got
That's right.
some buffers. So I knew kind of what to expect. Good time, as always. Had a lot of fun, well organized, good competition. That's all I ask.
How'd you like the venue? Was it,
I loved it. I've been to Cake Stand for like game watches and stuff, so obviously plenty of screens to watch sports while you're just chilling, and plenty of beer to choose from. And I got to play 4 or 5 games, so I loved it.
you mentioned earlier you're done some commentating here for the 218. Like that? Want to do more of that coming up in some events?
I could do that for some events maybe I wouldn't be participating in, or maybe I could just pull double duty. I think I can probably do
That's
that.
we had an interesting concept
Yes.
you threw around.
Yes.
Exactly. You come in maybe a main comment guy, but maybe have some guys that want to do a little one-on-one, kind of pair up with you. I know guys like Wheeler, Nick, even myself,
Be fun.
Kyle.
Oh yeah,
I think a lot of people would have a lot of fun doing that.
and it makes it easier for me. And even last year during the badminton, we did some interviews with Wilson, and that was fun.
Yeah, that was
so
good.
more of that, obviously, I think would be
Yeah, I think that would be real
best for
fun.
everyone. Yeah.
Full panel.
Panel, pocket full of panel. It's time for panel.
Starting off, we have fantasy basketball playoffs coming up. Wheeler, you just missed out.
Yeah, that makes me sore. I thought about it the night before the season ended. I thought I was up like 120 or something.
You were.
Didn't even look the next day. Thought it was in the bag.
I beat you by 5.
And I found out people were talking shit about me on Facebook.
Left 90 points on your bench.
Yeah, just the last day.
Yeah.
Throughout the weekend.
Just the last day.
Maybe
Wow.
100 or so more.
Yeah.
Poor management, fire the coach. And there's no excuses for missing the playoffs. I'm fully accountable.
You had it.
I mean,
If I give it up, I'm not following the playoffs. Don't care who wins. I'm very butthurt. So.
you had your issues. I think Corey had a good shot of making the playoffs. Corey picked up, not the final week, but the week before the final week on Sunday. Corey had an opportunity to pick up a guy, throw him in there. He had a shot at winning. He made a good comeback. Picks up Jameer Nelson, who was not going to play that night. Got him 0 points. And
How good did he
lost,
used to be?
and lost by 4 or 7.
4, I think.
Ooh.
You could have picked up. I think Chris Babb is averaging 4.2 right now.
Yeah, that cost me. That cost me the champion or the playoffs. Let's not get carried away. Playoffs.
And anything can happen when you get in the playoffs. Watch out, Gruber. Me and Gruber got a bye.
That's right.
So we're sitting out. I think Wilson is
Beating.
crushing. I think it was up 100 as of today on Agnes.
Oh, that.
And Adams is barely edging out Lauders, the cream team. At this point, Adams, he had a bad run at the very end.
Yeah, he
Cost
did.
him a 2 seed.
Yeah.
I was
He's
the
not
bad
good.
factor of that. But I crushed Gruber, so my team's looking hot. Gruber's team's been unstoppable for most of the year, so
Gruber's team will win it all. Your predictions for fantasy basketball.
I don't see why Gruber wouldn't win it. I would call myself as a probably the 2. I like Nick snagging the 3. Maybe could be a sleeper to win it all. Nick's a basketball guru. Everyone knows that. Lenardi calls him once or twice a week, gets his thoughts on brackets as we're going forward now here in March. So it could be real interesting. And then maybe Adams probably taking the other spot.
Wheeler, do you have any predictions for fantasy basketball? No, you don't care, but if you were to
Well, it's hard to argue against Gruber. He won, but all the 2 matchups this year beat me by a few hundred each time. It was hard to argue with that team, boy.
Fantasy basketball, I think Gruber's still going to take it. He's always solid in fantasy baseball, too. He's won that before.
Yeah, it's all he's been talking about the last 3 times we've been running it. How many mock drafts have you done? You going over there and scouting? You go to Arizona for spring break? What are you doing? He's really focused. That's why I picked him as my dark horse to win 218 this year. He's now more about the fantasy events and basketball and football picks. With his job, I think he's been on the computer, on his phone, just studying. I think that's all he's doing right now.
There's points in the fantasy sport. You can climb up.
There's also money in the fantasy sports.
Cody, you're going to be playing fantasy baseball.
Yep.
Coming up. How you feeling about that?
I've played fantasy baseball longer than anything else as far as fantasy sports go.
Ooh, incredible. Fun fact.
So it's yes.
Maybe a new rivalry brewing.
It's fun. It's fun because it's such a long season, so it's a really
Yes.
intense fantasy sport, and it keeps you interested, and you know about random guys like no one knows about.
Great.
Like Gene Segura last year. It was just on fire to start the year. But I maybe held on to him a little bit too long, and now I'm a little bit bitter. So maybe going into this draft, I have a chip on my shoulder against Gene Segura. Just little things like that keep you coming back to fantasy baseball.
I got it. Fantasy baseball. I'm excited for it, and we'll see how this new season shakes up. We got new members.
A little less volatile, I think.
Ooh, yes.
At least the draft should be
Yes, hopefully we
run a
have
little
draft.
smoother this year.
Oh, that was rough.
I feel good about actually drafting a team this year instead of just having one handed to me.
March Madness coming up. Grab that trophy. Let's
That's a cool one.
quickly show this off, because I never got a picture
This beautiful.
of Andrew Wheeler holding this thing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Andrew Wheeler, Chelsea.
Yeah,
That's
that was
yours?
a few years ago.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. Coming into March Madness, Andrew, how you feeling about retaining this trophy?
I feel good. It's probably I think March Madness, we have to love it. Everybody loves March Madness.
It's
Anything can happen. Comes down to the last weekend. Everybody's calculating the different scenarios. Very intense. I'd say, that first 4 days of the tournament, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh,
It's thrilling.
it's intense. It's intense. So, looking forward to it. Hope it comes home. Done well in some of the last few years. See what happens.
Now, are you a 2 bracket or 1 bracket type of guy?
Oh, as many as possible. So
Oh, yeah.
we'll do 2.
He loves the 2.
I'm not against the 2 bracket strategy, but I just for sentimental sake, I like to just stick with that one.
Sure.
1 bracket. I'm a purist.
The purist
Yes.
at heart.
Now, do you know that you can label one for official 218 points, and then the other one's just kind of fun. So if you want to
Right,
go crazy,
yeah. Straight
with
money.
it,
I mean,
Straight money.
I will say I usually fill out 10 on ESPN, so maybe not as much of a
You gotta fill out. You gotta fill out 10 on ESPN. Get $1 million.
Exactly.
Or this year, $1
billion.
billion.
There you are, running for your life. You're a shooting star. All those years, no one knows just how hard you work. But now it shows that one shining moment you reach deep inside. In one shining.
Yes.
Kyle, congratulations on winning the 2014 March Madness contest.
Thank you. A lot of hard work, a lot of hours watching basketball this year.
Well, it was crazy. Coming in the Sweet 16 round, the field was still wide open, still anybody's game. Tell me a little bit about, at that moment, how were you feeling about your chances?
Very good. I had 7 of 8 Elite 8 teams left, and all of my Final Four, all my Big Ten teams were winning, except Iowa. But they were paying off for me.
Well, Kyle, this is your second 2-on-8 event championship. Can you tell me a little bit about what that means to you?
A lot. Trying to become a top 20 player. I'll never be a big hitter, never going to be a top 5 finisher, I don't think. But, it means a lot to finish.
Well, I tell you what, on behalf of all of 218, I would like to congratulate you on your win. This is the largest cash prize we've ever had in March Madness history in your trophy here.
But now it shows that one shining moment.
Remember, Kyle, quite the win.
Thank you.
In one
Congratulations.
shining moment, you were alive.
218 website is out. We're still making some updates and improvements on it. ccxbii.com. Check it out. Just take a look. There's some older browsers that it might not show up right in. We're still trying to work on it.
Use Chrome, I think.
That's the best. Yeah.
Just update it.
Or,
Yeah.
or just update your browser.
If you're using Internet Explorer,
Yeah.
it might kick you out of 218. But it's still acceptable to use Bing for porn. They search porn way better than Google, so make that switch. You guys will be fine. We have our next live events, I think, coming May 18th. Penalty
You
kicks.
betcha. You betcha. Home
and
run derby.
Home run derby.
Woo.
How's your bat luck? You a swinger?
I've never hit a home run in my life. I was more of a leadoff, shortstop type of guy, kind of a team,
Yeah, sure. That's kind of what I
glue guy.
I didn't hit one ball out of the ballpark ever in my entire life. I'm not going to finish in the top 4 in that event, I don't think.
I haven't figured out the science behind.
Penalty kicks. How do you feel about that?
You know,
Any thoughts?
I think I've got a shot at putting up some points in that one. Played a little soccer
Ooh.
my senior year of high school.
Yes.
So
I like it.
And I actually, I messed around a lot, but I figured out how to kick the ball.
Ooh, I need to know.
So it's a little inside, but I figured out how to kind of know where you're going with the ball. So I think I got a shot on that one.
Nice. We need more competition in that event.
Yeah, it's getting sad being up there at the top almost
shut up.
every year.
Yeah.
And just the one year, because Lauders forgot to show up. Lauders is the big penalty kick guy.
Yeah.
He played a lot growing up.
Yeah, he's
But he's beatable.
Oh yeah, well, that showed last year.
He outbeats himself. Though.
Yeah,
he misses.
he had his heart was out of it. I think.
Yeah. Consolation for sure.
Yeah. It should be interesting with all the new faces. I'm excited for that one. That one should be a good event.
Speaking
Good
of
weekend.
which, as far as newcomers go, Isaac would be a good pick in that one.
Home run derby?
Penalty
Penalty
kick. Penalty kick.
Really?
Yeah,
He's a soccer player.
got a soccer
No
background.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, this
So-
this will be interesting.
You just got to get him there and make sure he's there.
Yes, that's the hardest part with him. That's a good point. Doing a lot of ancient 2-8 stats, right? Sean, you're like one of the best statistically we've had through penalty kicks, next to Mike Lauders in penalty kicks.
I don't understand it. I played soccer once for 1 year when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. It was like a co-ed team. I remember the second practice, I kicked the ball into a group of people, and right as they kicked it, they broke up, and some little Asian girl was right in the middle, and it hit her right in the face, knocked her flat off her shoes. Her mom came running up to me, started screaming at me, so it soured my soccer experience. So I was basically done after that, but
Did you ever wonder if had you committed yourself after 3rd grade, not injured that young China girl?
see,
Where you
soccer, the problem with soccer is the running that it takes, the endurance that it takes in soccer is something I've never had in my entire life. Not a runner. I've probably been terrible at soccer, thrown up a lot.
Last thing, 2-8 committees. We have a charitable contribution committee and an events planning committee for all our non-2-8, basically our social events. So if you got any ideas, throw them out there to committee members.
All right, well, that's going to close it out for our show today. Let's give it one big 218 cheer. CCXP, aye, aye, aye.
So now for the errors and omissions portions of this show. First off, we got Wheeler saying that Kyle Korver was shooting an outstanding 64% from three-point range. Actually, that's his field goal percentage, and 48.3% is what he's shooting from three-point range. Still pretty unbelievable, but 48 is considerably worse than 64. Corey said that Peterson won the 3-point contest. I don't know if Corey was there or not, but clearly that was Redding who 3-peated on that one. And last but not least, I believe Wheeler referred to a Chinese woman as a China girl. Chinese is the correct nomenclature there, Wheeler. Thank you, guys.
Perfect.